Hello everyone and welcome to some more Super Mario Maker 2. This video has some more uncleared levels from 2019. Right now I'm working on, well not me personally, but the team is working on July 18th, 2019. Those are the oldest levels that are currently left standing. There are going to be 4 other levels in this video. Those ones have been pre-recorded. It was during that day when I had my microphone turned off and I didn't realize it. But those other levels are going to feature commentary. But this one is live, brand spanking new, commentary throughout. Probably, possibly, who knows. Let's just get into it. This is Above and Beyond by Kiryu-san. No description or anything in this one, so I have no idea what to expect. No tags or anything. This should be interesting. Why was this one not cleared? Alright. This must be the above part. Now what is the beyond part? Whoops! So I've been kind of taking a little bit of a break from Mario Maker lately. I did play the 4 other levels that are in this video, but other than that, I have not played Mario Maker in quite a few days. I've actually been... My god. I've been into... I can see why this is so annoying. I have been into this pool game. It's called Pure Pool. Growing up, I was like really into playing pool a lot with my dad. But it's really hard to find a decent pool game out there, especially one that has more than just 8-ball in it. 8-ball is like your very basic like solids and stripes kind of pool. But this one has a bunch of different kinds. It has snooker, which is one that I was really excited for. Snooker is what I grew up playing. So to find a game that actually has snooker in it was like, my god. Oh my god, this level! It's so annoying. Yeah, to find one with snooker in it was actually really exciting for me because like you never see it anywhere. I think there is a snooker game out on the Switch, but it's like 60 bucks or something like that. Like, it's ridiculous. This game was only, I believe, like, I think I paid 12 bucks for it, and it has a bunch of different kinds of pool. It has like a full-fledged career mode. I'd say at least 10 hours into that career mode already, and I've still barely scratched the surface. So it's an intense pool game, but if you do like pool, and if you do want to learn about like other kinds of pool besides just 8-ball, highly recommend this one. Oh, the sun still got me. Dang it. Okay, we're managing to survive. We still have our mushroom. We are on this snake block. Ow. How do you even avoid that thwomp? Like, my lord. That's okay. We don't ask questions. We keep moving. Oh god, it's snaking. Who would have thought that a snake block would snake like that? Okay. Got rid of that guy. Not excited for that thwomp, but it's gone now. See ya, sucker. Oh god. Oh, get up on there! No, okay, fine, whatever. See if I care. Okay. Now how do I get up there? Hyah! Oh god, I saved it. How did I save it? Use this guy. See ya, thwomp. Oh no, it's still there. I need help. SOS. SOS. Okay, at least the left ones are still Okay. We can still jump to those. Yeah! Can I make it without a freaking bullet bill here? There we go. Oh no! No, 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 no. Okay. Yes. Yes. Please no more thwomps. Oh my god. Oh my god, we found a pipe. Now what? No! Are you serious, man? We were so close. Oh, thank God. Please let this be the end. I assume we want to go down here? Okay, good. Holy man. I was not expecting this level to take this long. Yeah, it wasn't a bad level overall. The most frustrating part was when the thwomps, they would keep taking out the clouds and then you just lose your platform to stand on and you can't progress any further. You got to start over. Overall, it was an okay level. I don't think I'm going to give it a like. Let's move on and check out the other ones. Alright, this level is called House of the Rising Sun. Don't let the heat get to you. I'm sure you can imagine what kind of elements will be in this one. Yes, there will be a sun at some point. Now, when I was playing through this one originally, I'm pretty sure I cheesed this first part of the level because there are these Lackey 2s, and they throw, I can't remember, I think they throw maybe bombs at you? Yeah, they do throw bombs, okay. And I think you're supposed to ride that seesaw all the way across here, but you can spawn in that first Lackey 2 right at the beginning, which is what I ended up doing as my strat, and it just made things way easier because you're avoiding the bombs and you have a transport to this pipe area with the checkpoint. Now, there's a cut right there because I embarrassingly jumped into the side of that question block and ended up dying. But this is the second half of the course. It's a slow auto-scroll up through the house. What is this level called? I said it like a minute ago, I don't remember. House of the Rising Sun, I think? So yeah, it's just a very basic climb. Again, there are elements of this that can be cheesed, which, again, I will point out when we get there. But I think I ended up giving this level a like, but in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have, just because it is so easily cheesable, and it just wasn't built... I mean, it was built fine, but there are just parts that you can cheese. So this part right here, you're supposed to go over the conveyor belts, I think, but you can just damage boost to that ledge and grab another mushroom. And it just... Yeah, I'm not too sure why that part is like that, but easily cheesable. Bouncing on some donut blocks here. I remember when I played this through the first time, I'm like, oh my god, I disappeared, what the heck is going on? But there's a claw up there. Then we're just gonna swing across. We've got a ton of falling platforms here that are gonna help us. Just go very slowly, and this part is very easy. The sun is like... Or I guess we're high enough where the sun doesn't really affect us that much, so... Yeah, just overall, not necessarily the best built level, I suppose. But I mean, these levels are from like, what, 3 weeks into when Mario Maker 2 came out, so maybe there's a bunch of like new players that aren't familiar, or that are building things for the first time. So, I'm willing to give creators the benefit of the doubt, especially for these old levels. This part here, I died quite a few times for some reason. It's not even that it's hard, but I just could not grab the vines for whatever reason. So this is why my clear run and like the amount of time that it took, that's why it took a little bit longer than it probably should have. Right, and then we just grab the star. Whoop, and I missed the sun there. But there we go. Got my revenge. Grab the key. And... I thought that was the end, but apparently there are some coins to collect before the end. Which, fair enough. And that's GG's. So yeah, let me know what you think about this level in the comments. Like I said, I gave it a like. I think it probably doesn't deserve a like just because of the cheesable parts. This was maybe my least favorite level out of all of them. Alright, this next level is called Picpic. Oui, ça pique. Which basically means, ow, it's sharp. If my French knowledge is correct. I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but I used to be in French immersion when I was in school, and I also did 2 years of university at a French university, so I know a little bit of French still, but it's been a very long time since I've spoken any French. So this level, the whole idea is you are collecting stars throughout the level, you're also collecting pink coins, and you're just making it through this maze of spikes. This section right here was probably the hardest one of them all, just because the timer is so tight trying to go from the previous star up until this star. But once you grab that star, the rest of the level is just really easy, and the whole idea is you're just trying to figure out the pattern of trying to make it through this maze of spikes. Other than that, it's really not that difficult. It took me a while though, because like I said, that second section, I just kept dying so many times because I kept losing time with Luigi wall dragging against the spikes. I also died to that muncher quite a few times, but otherwise you can see this level is short and sweet. It's really not too bad. I liked it overall. It's just a matter of checking out the patterns. Alright, this next level is called Castle in the Sky. Trying to escape Bowser's airship, you find yourself floating in a castle? So this, as you can see, is a puzzle solving level, and I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time, this level took me a super long time to clear. Not that the puzzle, so there are two different puzzles. There's this one and then there's another one. But it's not that the puzzles were difficult per se, but the techniques used to solve the puzzles were... I don't know, I'm gonna let you judge for yourself. To me, I feel like they were unfair, but yeah, I'm gonna let you decide, and don't let my commentary sway you one way or the other. So the whole idea of this first puzzle is, well, you can see at the very top left there is a key door, so we need to find a key. We also need to avoid Bowser's fire blasts. And you can see that there are bombs there, and those bombs need to clear a path to get to the key door, also using those gusters in some way. So, you can see that I got the key. I had to build a stack using a POW block and a P-switch. So that part wasn't too bad to figure out. I figured that out pretty quickly. This is where the frustrating part comes in. Now, I don't know if this is the intended way to make it past this part, but basically what I tried to do is I tried to block those gusters in between like where those bombs need to fall, and then just pray to the RNG gods that when Bowser dropped his like fire blasts from the sky, that they would fall directly onto those on-off switches so that they would light the bombs would fall in, and yeah, hopefully they would get lit by the fire blasts. Now this part, just trying to get those blown up, I swear to God, took me I don't know how many hours just to get the gusts to line up correctly, to get the bombs to line up correctly. It was absolutely frustrating. But at the same time, I wanted to get the first clear on this level just because I had spent so much time and effort trying to make it past this part that I needed to do it. It was like I don't like giving up on things, so I needed to figure it out. I was kind of hesitating in that part back there with the POW and the Bowser because I wasn't sure if I still needed him for anything. So I was like kind of assessing the situation, but then it turned out I didn't need it anymore. Alright, in this section here, just a heads up, there are a couple of hidden blocks that do have 1-ups, but don't really need them for anything. I discovered them in a part that I cut out of the video. And we made it to the checkpoint. We completed the first puzzle. So now this second part here, I'm cutting away to the final run of this because it also took me a very long time. So the whole idea of this is you can see the key door. You can also see the key floating there. So what we need to do is we need to figure out a way to eliminate the munchers. We also need the P-switch behind the muncher on top. And yeah, so that we can get the key. So that was the first thing that I had to do. But there's a whole like back and forth element of this. By the way, you're gonna see whenever I drop a P-switch here, there's a very good reason why I'm trying to control my P-switch drops, which we're gonna see in a few minutes. But basically just waiting out the timer a bit here. And the reason why we're waiting it is because on the left side where that bomb is on the conveyor belts, we wanted it to pass that block when it was a coin. But we didn't want the bomb to continue and get lit by the fireballs because we're going to light the bomb here and it's going to blow up this wall so we can pass through and get the second POW. Now this part here I also died quite a few times. I kept getting caught on the conveyors, or like I'd hit the on-off switch too many times and I'd get like launched into one of the lava bubbles that were there. But you can see now we have access to both the POWs and the P-switch. I'm just carrying this POW to help me float better, kill a bit of time. We're going to do another P-switch drop there, another controlled one. And now we can grab the key. So this was like part 1 of, I guess, like this second puzzle. Maybe even part 2, I don't know. I don't know how you want to split it up. But like I said, we're going to go through this door and reset things a number of times. So we have the key. Now we can reset it. And now we have to focus on being able to build a path to that key door, which means grabbing both of the POWs and the P-switch and basically building a platform that we can stand on so that we can go through that key door. So this whole first part probably took me a good 30 to 40 minutes just to figure out the steps to like sort of figure everything out. Now overall, I mean, you're gonna see the clear check time. If you're on my Discord, you've already seen the clear check time. This second part I messed up so many times, and then I'd have to restart the whole process over and over again. And you'll actually see why as well. Okay, so we had to carry the P-switch through the door so that we're able to hold on to the P-switch and be able to have both of the POWs so we can build a big stack to get to that key door. So thankfully there's a block here we can just drop the P-switch on. Now we're gonna go grab the POWs one more time. And we've already seen how to get the POWs. And then we're gonna start building our stack. So there's the first one. We're gonna pass through here again, grab the second one. Again, it's just a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again. I'd say that this puzzle there were more steps to figure out compared to the first puzzle, but the first puzzle took a lot longer just because of trying to line up the bombs and the gusts and everything like that, and the fire blasts or whatever from Bowser. Like it was a whole process. This one at least, like, it has a longer process, but the steps were like you didn't have to really rely on any RNG. Unless that first part isn't RNG. I don't know. But here's why I was practicing my P-switch drops. And you can see that I blew it. And I was really annoyed at this part that I had to do it all over again. I was really frustrated, but I did bring a POW with me to make it just a little bit easier to grab that P-switch and then start the process all over again of having to rebuild my platform. But thankfully, I did have enough time where I was able to. But yeah, so that RNG part in the first puzzle, let me know in the comments if that actually is RNG or if there's a way to like make sure that everything lines up properly, because for the life of me, I could not get it to line up properly. Alright, here we go again. We're rebuilding our stack. And this time, I was able to drop the P-switch, thank God. And now, at this point, I was panicking about making it through the door. I was like, oh God, please don't blow it again. But thank God we did. We're able to go through the pipe. And we're able to clear the level. GG's. So yeah, let me know in the comments if that was actually RNG or if there was a particular way to make it past that first puzzle. But I did end up giving this level a boo just because of how frustrating that part was. Alright, this is the last video from the list. This is Operation Geronimo. We are going to be guiding a tank like a good little Luigi soldier should. So I'd say this level is probably my favorite out of all the ones in this video. Basically the whole idea is, I mean, you can see there on the left, there is a very elaborate tank setup with a bomb on the top of it. Like it's the nuclear bomb in Oppenheimer or something like that. And the whole idea is we are trying to keep the path going so that we can carry the bomb all the way to the end and we don't lose any pieces of the tank. And I mean, you can see there are a bunch of different obstacles and stuff, like there are munchers that we need to knock down so the path keeps going. There are lava bubbles that are flying up from the bottom so that we don't prematurely light the bomb in some way. The cannonballs don't really affect anything, they're more so just for dodging, but they're easy to dodge when you've got a spiky shelmet. And there are a bunch of different power-ups to use, like we've already seen the Tanuki suit. Now we've got a fire flower. Oops, and I accidentally got rid of that Koopa, thank God that didn't do anything. Alright, and we are actually coming up to the end of the level here. So just gotta get rid of those lava bubbles. And then those fire cannons are gonna light the bomb. The bomb's gonna break the wall, and then we're home free. And yeah, I'd say overall this was a really fun level. Not too difficult. Yeah, just overall a lot of fun. Anyways, that's gonna do it for the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment. Consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Who knows what we're gonna see in the next video, but until then, have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.